as well as
a jovial atmosphere as the new ministers and their deputies were sworn in. President Ramaphosa and Acting Chief Justice Zondo took time to share light moments ahead of proceedings. And then it was down to business. First up was Enoch Godongwana taking the oath of office as the new finance minister.
Swear that I will be faithful to the Republic of South Africa.
Godongwana was followed by ministers Mondli Gungubele, who's now the minister in the presidency, and Dr. Joe Phahla as the Minister of Health, as well as the newly minted deputy ministers. Speaking after the ceremony, Minister Phahla committed to meeting the targets for South Africa's COVID-19 vaccination programs. Phahla is not new to the health portfolio, as he has served as a deputy minister since May 2014. In 1994, he was appointed as the MEC of Health in Limpopo under the new democratic dispensation. He says that the department will push to meet the target of vaccinating 300,000 South Africans a day and a minimum of 1 million people a week. Phahla described the resignation of his predecessor, Dr. Zweli Mkhize, as unfortunate and said he and his team would work to restore the image of the health ministry. Mkhize resigned on Thursday amidst allegations of procurement irregularities linked to communication company Digital Vibes.
Well, it was quite an unfortunate development, which we know that has cast a dark cloud on the department. So we will do everything possible in terms of just assuring the public that indeed we're going to do everything by the book in line with all the regulations of procurement and other administrative and management rules.
Minister in the Presidency, Mondli Gungubele, who has replaced the late Jackson Mthembu, defended President Ramaphosa's decision to do away with the Ministry of State Security and place the responsibility for intelligence with his office. The agency has for years been embroiled in scandals, with the 2018 high-level review panel finding widespread abuse of the intelligence services and evidence of it being used for political ends and ANC factional battles. The 64-year-old once served as the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Social Development and also served as the mayor of Ekurhuleni.
I see nothing wrong in President shifting it into his space so that stabilization of such a sensitive institution is fast-tracked, because that's one institution that can't be found wanting even for a minute. So in that context, I think tactically what the President has done, taking into account the challenges we've been facing recently, I think the President is on course.
The appointment of the new finance minister has not been without controversy. Political parties like the EFF and UDM have been critical of Godongwana's selection. He has chosen to ignore his critics and has vowed to run a tight ship, as he has big shoes to fill with the voluntary exit of Tito Mboweni.
I'm familiar with that. You know, the people who are trying to resuscitate it, I don't know for what purpose. Because what I did at the time, not now, what I did at the time, I resigned from government, something which has never happened. And after resigning, I dealt with that matter without tainting the office. Having dealt with it, I've managed to clear myself.
For now, the new appointees will have to hit the ground running in their various portfolios to ensure that they effectively undertake the tasks bestowed upon them. Natasha Phiri, SABC News, Johannesburg.